podcast, HIGH-5 After Dark. I'm your host, Malcolm from Malcolm&Mary, and today we're going to be diving into some of the lovely products on the shelves of HIGH-5. I'm joined by my coworkers and colleagues. Thank you as always. We're going to dive straight in. Miss Wendy, what do we try tonight on the podcast?
Ooh, let me break this bad boy out. I have a gram from Western Cultured of the Kraken coffee.
Nice.
Which, why they call it an indica coffee, I don't know. But I have never been disappointed by Western Culture. So it does say quite clearly on the bag that I expect this to be earthy. It's best taste like dirt. But I'm going to open this up. Somebody put a staple in it.
That was me. I'm sorry.
Damn it, Chuck. Well, I can't get it open the right way. So hold on. I have a knife.
Gotta smoke the whole gram.
Get a knife.
You know I'm going to smoke the whole fucking gram.
You gotta smoke the whole gram. It's gonna go bad.
You're going to go bad.
I've been bad. More bad.
So this is the entirety of the gram.
Okay. Fairly small.
They're a little stuck together, but they're very dense.
Okay.
I'm going to put one of the two of these in my grinder. But yes, it does smell very earthy, very fresh cut grass. Not alfalfa.
Okay. Any diesel at all or nah?
I don't know. I haven't noticed any, but we're going to see what happens once I grind it up.
Okay.
Like I said, they're really dense, and so it's hard to get a lot of smell out of them.
Okay.
Just as the nug is. But I put it in my lovely wood grinder. A little bit of skunk comes out, but mostly still like fresh cut grass.
Okay. Okay. Very fair. Okay. And that's the Kraken coffee by Western Culture in the top shelf. Little indica dominant hybrid. Okay. And we're putting this in the bong, right?
Word.
Okay. Very fair. We're going to see how that tastes, how smooth that is, and what those onset effects are. Thank you, Miss Wendy. And then Chuck Light, what are we trying on the podcast?
We got white Taura blunt from Harmony Farms.
Nice.
Yes, yes. They throw a little Bovetta packet in there. So that's nice. 2 grams. That's a nicely rolled blunt. It's solid. Doesn't feel like there's any gaps.
Okay. Is that infused?
No, it's not. No, it's a regular old blunt.
Nice. Okay. With a hemp wrap.
It kind of tastes very hoppy. A lot like an IPA.
Okay. And that's in a 2 gram blunt or 2 1 gram blunts.
Yes, 2 1 gram blunts.
Okay. Harmony Farms. Okay. Have it. I don't think I've tried them before at all. So that's exciting. Okay, very fair. And remind me what strain this is.
It's white Taura. It's great white shark crossed with Taura.
Taura. Okay, beautiful. Okay, interesting. All right. Okay, very fair, Harmony Farms. And then thank you, Chuck Light. And Caleb, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
So I am trying the frosted cherry garlic from Tilted, of course, was Little Miss Bellevue Cannabis. It's very garlicky, very similar to like a garlic cane or garlicimo. Very, very garlicky.
Okay.
And it has that little bit of like that sour cherry scent to it. It's not necessarily a cherry, it's just more of that sour, like sour smell.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it through Miss Ziggy, my little zigzag. Yeah, super excited.
Okay, hell yeah, that's from Tilted. Excited to see what you thought about this one. We did have Billy try this a couple episodes ago. So, and I think it was in lieu of you not getting a chance to try it before.
Yeah.
So I remember his synopsis quite particularly. So I'm excited to see what you think about it.
Yeah.
Okay, very fair. And then thank you, Caleb. And Leah, what are we trying tonight on the podcast?
What are we trying tonight on the podcast?
Yes, it is the Durban Poison
Noise.
from
Beautiful.
Budco.
Got it right here. Looking
Yep.
beautiful. I'm gonna be smoking it out of my little joint bubbler.
Nice.
It's amazing. I love
So
it.
cute.
So cute, and definitely makes joints easier for us bong lovers.
Totally. What's the dry hit like?
Oh. What is that flavor? I could probably be wrong, but it's almost like a tea flavor, kind of like tea vibes,
Okay.
but in like a good way. Yeah, it's got a little bit of tasty like freshness to it, I guess is the best way. Like an earthy freshness rather than like an umami.
Okay. Okay.
But then like I don't know, like peppery. I don't know.
No, that's what you think. This is exactly how you feel. Okay, very fair. Okay, very, very fair. And we'll see how that's treating you out of the Martian bubbler. As stated, I too am going to be doing the Durban Poison from Budco. I've got the other half to Leah's. And they do label it as it is good for focus, so we shall see about that. They label terpenoline, pinene, beta pinene, and myrcene as the three leading terpene profiles. And they also let you know that this is pesticide free. It was harvested on April 25th. And this is 1 gram. So these are 2.5 grams. They're in the middle tier. Really, really like Budco. Big fan of their flour, usually very big fan of their joints. We have some good ones out. The Baby Yoda, I know is fire. The cheese, we know is fire. So we're doing a Durban Poison. I'm positive I've done a Durban Poison on here before. I just can't remember. So I got to get to it again. My nose is starting to get a little bit congested. And I'm not quite sure if it's allergies or if I'm coming down under the weather. So we'll see. I will say cannabis can be very, very good as a dibronculator to help get rid of mucus and to help open up airways and flowways that are congested. So we'll see. Or is typically the case. Let's see. When I open this bad boy, what smell do I get out of here? It's a little sour. It's definitely got some tea aspect behind it, but it is a little sour. Nice little sour creaminess to it to some extent. And now I don't get much flavor from this at all. I am going to empty this out into the lovely Miss Leslie, as always, just to see with my own 2 eyes if this is full flower or not. Let's see. And Budco, they're using I don't even know what fucking kind of papers these are. I'm not a big fan of the white papers that Budco uses. I just really rather smoke raws. I tend to think that these papers tend to canoe. These papers are a lot softer than raws are. Just by even feeling them, they're just way more soft. So they tend to, run and, maybe they're a little bit more difficult to roll, which is why I also don't care for these kinds of papers. But that's okay. As I'm feeling the flowers, definitely kinetic sand. It definitely looks like Durban Poison. It's all super uniform once again, which is great. But the flower is very soft. So I definitely think there's a lot of nugs that have been broken down in here, which is great. I'll even put a little bit more in that bad boy. Let's see, boom, boom, boom. All right, close this bad boy up just so you guys can get a clue. This is how much we have left in our joint. Boom, bam, boom, boom, boom. And just like that, we live to smoke another day. I'm gonna grab that lighter. All right, Miss Wendy, how far are we into our smoking session?
I'm 2 hits in.
Okay.
And it has almost that heavy in the chest cush feeling. So that's good. I have apparently had a complete disconnect from my words. I feel pretty absent-minded, very easily distracted.
Okay. What's distracting you?
Everything. Like every car that goes by.
Okay.
Every light I see. Yeah, like having a really hard time focusing right now.
Okay.
But it's definitely been like, it's more, it really feels more sativa because I'm definitely feeling it more like not physically, but like mentally.
Okay. Are you feeling anything body-wise?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Also, you've only taken 2 hits, but
Right. Yeah.
okay. So besides the heavy chest high, you don't get anything else physically?
No, just a big absent-mindedness.
Okay.
And this is the first that I've smoked in several hours too. So
Okay.
so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna smoke some
Okay.
more though. I
Do you feel?
wanna keep going.
Yeah, of course. Do you feel mood enhanced at all? Do you feel happy at all?
Not really. I wouldn't call it uplifting. I would call it um what I can't remember what I called it a few weeks back when something just like completely detached me from reality. That's kind of where I'm feeling this right now.
Okay. Okay, very fair. Very, very fair. Okay. And I feel like there's definitely more in store if that's how you're feeling just off of 2 hits. So I will let you get back to that. Okay. Big shout out to who the hell is that?
Western culture.
Western culture. Okay. Very fair. The Kraken coffee. Okay. And then Chuck Light, how you feeling off of that blood?
And I'm chill. It's chill. I don't know if it's really set in yet. Like I'm halfway through it.
Okay.
I don't feel any mental effect.
Okay. Do you feel physical high at all?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think I'm high yet.
Okay. How many hits would you say you've taken?
Definitely more than 10.
Not disappointing. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. Remind me what the what brand is that?
Harmony Farms.
Harmony Farms. Okay. Okay. Very, very fair.
Or it could be a creeper, you know.
And it could be. This is true. Which is okay, especially at this hour of the night. A creeper pulls up, make you super drowsy. And then, you know, saying I'm not mad at that. Okay, very fair. Have you tried any other products from Harmony Farms before?
I actually tried this same strain about 7 years ago from a different store, and I really enjoyed it, along with a few of their others. Their vape cartridges. I remember having a Gorilla Glue pink lemonade that was really delightful. I don't know. We've had their red Hindu Kush on the shelf before in a 2-gram jar.
Okay.
So it seems okay.
Okay. Okay, very fair. Very, very fair. Okay.
Hey, bro, you just smoked Durban poison?
No, yeah.
You out here yawning?
It's midnight.
You're midnight.
This is true. Very fair. Okay, thank you, Chuck Light, and big shout out to Harmony Farms. Caleb, what are we
Yeah.
thinking so far?
So again, I have the tilted frosted cherry garlic. Never going to remember that name. But it's pretty good. I'm 3 hits in now. And I've just been very generous with the flame, so it's not cornered how I want it, but it's pretty good. It gives me that like tingly feeling all throughout my head. Makes me kind of loosen up in the back and in the shoulders.
Nice.
And doing a little research, it is a mix between GMO and frosted cherry cookies. Which I taste both of those in it. It does initially, right as soon as I tasted it, it tasted like a cake, like just a vanilla cake with like a glaze on it, like the Krispy Kreme glaze on it. It tasted really good, still tastes really good. I would be interested in seeing how this is in a joint, or yeah, probably just a joint. I think it'd be amazing just to pass around. Yeah, very social. Like I want to be social, but my like thoughts aren't together enough to be social, if that makes sense.
Okay, very fair. Okay, what do you see yourself doing next in your night?
I'm probably gonna go take a shower, and then I'm probably just gonna be like, I'm gonna take an extra long shower, jam out to some music, and probably just like chill with my cat.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Okay, very fair. Frosted cherry garlic, very fair. Okay, thank you, Caleb. And then Miss Leah, what are we thinking so far on the Durban poison?
Excuse me. I smoked kind of fast, but I don't know if that's because of like the bubbler or just because of my experience lighting joints. But yeah, it is very like chill, not like I'm not getting a lot of anxiety or like paranoia or anything. It's not like making my head too flighty, but it's not like crazy focused. I feel like I could like get a lot of packing done right now or like write a bunch of lists.
Okay. Okay, very fair. Did you get anything on the flavor at all?
It wasn't like the most aggressively flavorful weed, but I just really enjoyed the kind of like fresh woodsy, I guess, just like it just tasted like outside, I guess.
Okay.
In a good way.
Yeah, totally. Okay, very fair. Have you tried any pre-rolls from Budco before?
I have not.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very fair. In this realm of a 2-pack, do you think that this is something you would smoke all at once?
I think it's nice because I feel like I could go either way. If I wanted to be like a little bit more productive, I'd only smoke the one. Or like if me and my friend were hanging out, we could like share one, hang out for a while, and then smoke the other one.
Okay.
But if I was like by myself or me and my friend were just like feeling like not being productive, maybe just like, doing arts and crafts at home, we could, smoke 2 of these each or whatever.
Okay.
But yeah,
Very
so
fair.
it's kind of nice to have that, like, I don't feel like I'm on the fence, which is annoying. I feel like I'm nicely in functional high, but if I wanted to, I could have smoked the other one and it would take me to like treat yourself high.
Treat
Okay.
yourself high. I love that.
Day off high.
Yes. Okay. Very fair. Okay, and that's a Budco Durban poison. Okay, very fair. Okay, thank you, Leah. And I will, just because we have quite a few in here, I will jump into the scale of 1 through 10. Would you buy that again and remind the people what it was? And I'm going to start out with you, Miss Wendy. Scale of 1 through 10. What are you thinking?
So it's the Kraken coffee from Western Cultured. This would be a really great strain for just like listening to some deep tracks of music, and just kind of zoning out. It's very calming. It's not something that's really great for sitting in a parking lot,
Okay.
because all of the things are distracting me and almost borderline paranoid. But if I was in a really chill environment, this would be really great for just like finding zen.
Okay. Do you feel as though this is something you could go to the gym on, or is that too much paranoia while you're at the gym?
Oh, well, no, I mean, I'm definitely going to go in and do the hot tub at least.
Okay, cool. Okay. Interesting. Okay, very, very fair. Do you see yourself buying this again?
I don't know. It's really kind of not my thing so much. But again, I have to know what it's like in like a completely different environment.
Okay. 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 Very fair. Did you give this a 1 through 10?
Oh no, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Very fair. Okay. Western culture.
It's a good smooth smoke and definitely potent.
Okay. So somebody says, man, I want something strong, maybe like, put my dick in the dirt, as people love to say.
Yeah.
This might be a nice.
Yes, this would be fantastic for that.
Okay, very, very fair. That should be a shirt.
You'll hear a lot of that, Leah.
I actually have
A
a shirt
lot.
that says "Dick in the
Never
Dirt"
heard
because
that.
I have friends that made a movie.
Ever.
That's funny.
I have friends that made a movie called "Dick in the Dirt."
Oh my
That's
God.
amazing.
I
Is it
literally hear that.
tractor?
I
I
hear
hope
that once
Fresh
a day.
rain dirt?
You could
You
probably
mean
find it
mud?
on Amazon
No, not mud.
somewhere.
Damn.
I'll have to find it. My friends are in
Watch
it.
night.
It's pretty.
I love that.
It's like 70s women's prison softcore lesbian porn. It's great.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So
It's
That's
really,
I
but
was not
it's
expecting that.
No.
but it's like they
Oh,
used a full-on summer sausage as a phallus at one point. It's so bad. It's
Did
that
they eat
it's
it afterwards?
fantastic.
There you go. It's so bad
And
that
I
it's
actually
good.
went to the premiere like at a movie
Yes,
theater.
premiere. Yes,
Yes,
Um,
premiere at a movie theater.
Yes,
So
premiere.
Caleb's
it's
over there
kind of a
dying.
big deal.
Did they
Too
eat
bad
it?
the
Of course they do.
director
course they do.
producer guy is such an asshole though.
They cooked the summer sausage
On
afterwards,
that
right?
set, no.
I have to know.
Chuck wants to know if they ate it.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
That's fair.
But yeah, I know like 3/4 of the cast are really good friends of mine.
Wow.
Period.
It was
That's
made in
Dick in the dirt.
Spokane. It was such a piece of shit, but it's hilarious. I'm gonna have to find it somewhere. I have it on DVD.
Zach and Mary style.
I
Oh yeah.
wonder if they were proud enough of it to post online.
Oh no, absolutely. It was on YouTube for a while. It might still be on YouTube. It might even be on Amazon Prime.
I'm crying.
I'll have to look around. I'd probably be able to find it because that guy's so self-absorbed that he probably paid for it to be up somewhere.
Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Period.
I get that. Okay, very fair though.
Someone
Thank
must
you,
find
Miss Wendy.
funny.
And then Chuck Light.
Yo,
Scale of
what's
1
up?
through 10. What are we thinking?
It's a 6.
There you go.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it tastes good. It tastes like like a hazy IPA with like a nice orange background, which I
Okay.
love. It smokes absolutely great. It didn't run. The ashes are super clean. It smokes phenomenally.
Okay.
Do you think you'd have to smoke the other full gram blunt to be happy, or are you happy with this one?
To be
Well,
satisfied.
I mean,
To be
now
satisfied.
that I'm down to like,
Yeah.
fucking nothing. I mean, I'm definitely feeling calm,
Okay.
chill. Like my back feels a lot looser.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Don't say you don't know. You do know. You're saying it. You're
It's
literally
not a
telling
strong strain. No,
Okay.
the score should probably go up because it's a good product,
me. There you go.
but maybe a different strain might hit me a little bit harder.
Or you'll prefer a high. That's all. Okay. Interesting.
No, I'm gonna give it a like a 7.5.
Remind me the name of this one more time.
White Taura.
White Taurus. I'm never gonna remember that.
That's
Okay.
fine.
It is. Okay, very fair. Thank you, Chuck Light. Big shout out to what's the name of that?
Harmony.
Oh, Harmony.
Harmony Farms, sorry. Harmony Farms. Big shout out to Harmony Farms, making their way on the podcast. Okay, thank you, Chuck Light. And then I am gonna do the Durban Poison from Budco, this little guy. To tell you the truth, flavor profile wise, I do like it. It's neither here nor there. It's not very standout-ish, but it's sweet. An aspect to it is sweet. It almost tastes like a simple syrup made out of grass, kind of like with grass steeped in at first. And then like just like a very like even ratio, like water to speaking of which, my hummingbirds are so funny. I change out the water in the feeders. I have 3 of them. I change out with 9 holes total because 3, 3, and 3. I change out some of them and I do it randomly to where some is fresh water and some is nectar. They just completely avoid the fresh water one. They'll like hover over it real quick. And no matter which one I switch out to be, I'll do 2 nectar and 1 water. They always go towards the nectar one. They're very funny. They're very, very funny. And that's kind of like me. If you gave me like 2 margaritas and a water to trick Malcolm at the feeding bar when Malcolm's come along.
Yeah.
Well, which one are they gonna choose? You just keep putting out margaritas and water. I wonder which one I'd grab every time. And it would be the margarita, 100%.
Yeah.
It's funny, some of them like go up to the water, take a sip, and then move right over to the next. Like, nope, not that one. And I keep trying to trick them. I literally keep trying to trick them. And they keep knocking my thing, or it's like a bigger bird, maybe. It keeps knocking the feeder off of the window, and I keep having to pick it up and put it back up. Anyways, mind you, and granted.
How do you keep the bees from hanging around?
I don't have any bees whatsoever. Not up here, at least.
Because I've always wanted to get a hummingbird feeder, but I'm slightly allergic to bees, so I'm like I don't want to invite.
But Miss Wendy, my feeders are outside of my window. I'm looking at it right now. My windows are shut. There's nothing that can come in. It has suction cups, so it sits on the outside. I'm on the 2nd story. The suction cups stick to the glass, and it's got a big tray that comes out. And then I'll show you.
Love tour.
Okay, here we go.
Malcolm.
Okay. Here we go. So these are hummingbirds. Oh, sorry.
Okay, I got you.
Can you see? Those are like the little feeders, and that little red thing is the top. The top like pops open like this, and you pour the nectar in the feeder, and then the top has 3 holes drilled in it, and those holes are where the hummingbirds stick their little beaks and build.
Right.
But yeah, nevertheless, like I said, this is closed. You know what I'm saying? That window's completely closed.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It helps that you're on the 2nd floor and there's screens.
Exactly.
And a window.
Do you want it? But do you want to know what's funny? I had to sacrifice my screen just because I couldn't get the feeders out onto that glass without breaking or taking down the screen. I'm sure they won't love me for that. Number two, when I moved in here, the only reason I got hummingbird feeders is because every time I walked into my apartment when I was moving my stuff in, there was always hummingbirds like playing outside of my window. And I was like, I've never seen hummingbirds like this before. And I was like, maybe they're just happy I moved in. So I was like, I gotta pay them back. So it's like my
My
first
mom
day.
feeds something like 3 dozen of them.
You said you what?
My mom feeds like 3 dozen hummingbirds at her
Oh, yeah.
place.
Have you seen the people that have hummingbird feeders on their hands and the hummingbirds
Yes.
literally fly up and drink on their hand? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Or like on their hats.
Yeah.
I've seen hats. Yeah, I've seen guys with little hummingbird feeders taped to their glasses. Like
I
if
wanna-
you hold still enough, yeah, they will come and eat.
That's so funny. I want to do a lollipop and have a hummingbird feeder on the end of it. So like
sick.
I'm drinking as he's drinking. Or like on a big soda cup. Anyways, nevertheless, Durban poison, yes. This is very prone to ramble. I do think it's social. I do feel very good. My mood feels great, even though my physical status might not be the best. I was congested. I was sneezing, and I am not. The cannabis is kind of like numbed. This is just Mary Jane in general, not even this particular strain. But I feel like the cannabis just kind of like nullifies and numbs the area and just tells everything, chill the fuck out. Stop over firing. Stop draining mucus down my nose and my throat. Stop making my throat itch. Like Mary Jane is just like, stop. She's literally like, stop it. And my body's listening. Yeah, my body's listening. She's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. Mary Jane, my main thing. But they label this as good for focus. I don't know that I would necessarily say focus. I would say more happy and just willing. I wouldn't necessarily say focus. I don't know how. And number one, I'm rambling. I know I'm not that focused. Period. You know what I'm saying? I can't even deal with the task at hand. I feel like I'm doing a good job, but I'm not necessarily focused on being the host for that matter. Smoking experience wise, I would give this, I mean, flavor is not that crazy. Smoke wasn't necessarily harsh. Mind you, I only smoked half of a half gram also. So, that's going to factor into how I score this overall. This gives me a very this is like this is like a stay-at-home attitude, like somebody who thinks they know it all but is never outside. You know what I'm saying? This is a very I can't quite put my finger. I can't put my finger on it. This is the definition of a 6 p.m. high. My hopes are high. I got a lot to look forward to in the day still. And I'm definitely not going to sleep. I'm definitely not tired. What I would do next, just because it is 12:38, is lay down. But I still don't see myself going to sleep next. I'm gonna watch a movie. Speaking of which, I watched the Men in Black little trilogy. It was great. I couldn't even remember the movies. I had no clue what was gonna happen next. It was great. Literally watched Men in Black for the first time yesterday. It was great. Literally
That's
fantastic. Great. No, it was. It literally is. And Frankie, Wendy, he has a pug named Frankie. I shit myself. I literally screamed so loud. Miss Wendy, this was 4 a.m. This was 4 a.m. Frankie came on the screen and I lost it. I
have been hearing these connections for the 20 some odd years I've had pugs. And it just so happens that I have a pug named Frank now. But let me tell you, if any of my pugs, I'm sorry, I'm shaking my swimming shoe. If any of my pugs ever had the ability to speak words to me, holy shit, No, 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 no.
I'd
100%
imagine,
no.
I'd imagine that would be them. I'd imagine that's what they sound like. He
Oh
was
my
funny.
God, Chuck, can you imagine if Stella had words?
What would
No,
have
for
Stella's,
sure.
what would Stella would have said, Chuck? Go. 5.
She's pretty sassy.
Oh, she
Really?
was so sassy.
Oh, I
Super
love
sassy.
that.
Like for such a little lady, she had
Be
big
like-
personality. She's very sassy.
She bossed
Wow.
Preston around.
Wow. Oh.
Look here. Just like, look here.
Right. I'm a dog.
Yeah.
Look.
This
look
was
here.
the dog that would fake an injury to get extra attention.
I do love
The
that.
limp for like a
I-
few minutes, and then she's like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm done. Walk.
Yeah, no, she'd limp up to me and then I'd hold her and then set her down 10 minutes later and she's absolutely fine.
Okay, I got what I wanted. Bye.
Extra.
Love that. Smart.
Oh,
Smart.
I wonder if John Britt has security camera footage of her doing this flying leap one time over. John had like sample bins spread out over the floor, and she comes tear around the corner and did this oh shit moment with this flying leap and just like landed in the middle. He's got it on camera somewhere. It's so funny.
Oh my God. Oh
She
my
was
God.
hilarious.
Okay, now I know what we got to fight on the candies. Okay, very, very fair. Oh, but nevertheless, Durban plays, mind you.
Right.
Yeah, this is, I mean, I'm enjoying myself, very prone to ramble, as I stated before. I'm going to close this out before I keep going. This, for what it is an 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10. Is this my favorite? No. Would I smoke this with others? Yes. It comes in pre-roll, you know what I'm saying? Great to share. Already rolled up very nicely, you know, for your convenience. It's social, it's happy. You could talk about anything. You could literally talk about anything. Like, I'm ready to go on a ramble for any reason whatsoever. Love that. And I'm not even feeling the best, and I still would want to entertain people. I still would want to host. I still would want to, you know, share experiences. This is great. Also, I am talking and talking and talking, and like, I'm conscious of it that I've been talking for so long, and I literally don't care. So this is not a very professional nor how should I say, functional high at all. There is no deadline. Like, this is something that if you know what I do, well, what's your favorite go? 5, 4, 3, 2. You know what I do that? Okay, ready? Favorite cheesy dish? Go, Miss Wendy. 5, 4.
Mac
3.
and cheese.
Love that. Chuck Light, favorite cheesy dish? 5,
Fondue.
4, 3. Ooh, Leah. 5, 4, 3, 2,
Mac and
1.
cheese bites.
Go. Okay,
Like when they're in
Caleb.
the ball.
5.
Lasagna.
Oh,
Hey,
that's a really
yeah.
we
good
do
one.
love. We do love. I'm gonna say cacio pepe. We do
Cacio
love cacio
pepe.
pepe.
You can't just
but
say
yeah.
that and not explain it. What is that?
Yes, cacio pepe is an Italian dish, which is basically the Italian version of mac and cheese. It is a form of pasta, usually spaghetti or another long, thin pasta, and freshly ground cracked black pepper, eggs, a lot of Parmesan, and sometimes pecorino romano, and pasta water, and that is it. Cacio
Oh.
pepe is such a simple dish, but it's Parmesan and black pepper, whereas mac and cheese is yellow cheddar, you know, and whatever other cheeses that
More
you use
melty
in
cheeses.
macaroni noodles.
What is this word again?
I request an example.
Yeah, cacio pepe is great. It's so
Yes,
easy to
bring it
make
in.
too, dude.
Cacio pepe.
The
You're
next
gonna
time
need to
it's
bring it in
ca-
for family meal.
yeah, you know it. Cacio pepe. Yeah, that is
Cacio
very, very good.
pepe.
Oh, can I
Cacio,
change
yeah,
mine?
cacio
Actually?
pepe.
Cacio pepe.
Can I change mine? I forgot. I just had the best cheese curds that were like lightly battered, and they were served with hot honey, and it's like one of my favorite things I've ever had ever.
Ooh,
Oh, mozzarella
that
stick
sounds
or
like a
cheese curd.
nap
I
time.
love cheese curds because they're cheddar usually.
They're just yeah,
Oh.
they're like a nice. Wild
Okay.
Squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese.
Squeaky cheese battered though, like because eventually it just loses its squeak, but it's extra like salty. And
Oh,
so you batter that and you fry that and it's amazing. but it has to be fresh because they're the most melty.
Oh,
Oh.
Yeah, when
they
you
have
get
to
it,
be.
like, I love getting cheese curds at the Tillamook factory.
Yes.
Oh,
Family trip.
I don't know what those are.
yes. Can we go to
Yeah, they're
Tillamook?
like-
Oh my god.
They're
Cheese sprinkles.
they're little cheese, balls and
Nuggets.
or nuggets. The
They're
well,
like
there's a
cheese
very big
keef.
difference. Cheese keef, yes. But the squeaky cheese at Tillamook, you have to get it at the factory because they only last for like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever. But
Really?
it's the way that they store them, salt them every day they make fresh, and it's so like when you bite into it, your teeth squeak
It literally squeaks, yeah.
because it's
Mm. I'm
fresh.
literally drooling.
It's fresh, really salty, amazing. But
Wow.
that fresh coating and that perfect temperature only lasts for like 15-30 minutes.
Chuck, have you ever been to Tillamook?
No.
I haven't either.
Oh God, we have to go.
We
We have to go.
to.
We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. We have to go. It's one of my happiest places on the planet for me. Like,
Wow.
oh my God,
I am
I love
very
that place
lactose
so much.
intolerant, but I always sacrifice it.
Same. No fucks
Actually,
given.
No
We
Right.
will
fucking-
we will
I'll
ride
take
the
2
fart train
Lactaid.
all the way back.
I'll take
I
2
have a
Lactaid.
I have a very I'm a big fan of Tillamook. Their ice cream is my favorite product. Their pumpkin cookie butter, it's coming. It's almost seasoned, and that shit is so
You
good.
can probably get it fresh now at the factory. And
Okay.
because you can get cones and they have all of the flavors that you can get a scoop of.
So good.
Honestly, the
Yeah.
pumpkin cookie butter one, it's more of a cookie than it is ice cream. There's so much going on in that. It's so rich.
I
and
love
so,
their ice cream
like,
sandwiches. They're so
yeah,
good.
it's like it's ridiculous. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, sorry.
When did this
Okay,
turn
sorry.
into food porn hour?
It was Durban poison. It was the Durban poison. I'm sorry. Okay, very fair. Big shout out to Budco. Big shout out to Durban poison and landrace strains and things that are well-rounded highs. Fantastic. Caitlin, what are we thinking?
I have the tilted frosted cherry garlic. Still won't remember it. Amazing. I would give it a 9 out of 10. Definitely would recommend. I would definitely buy this again. This is actually like, I was excited about it because I haven't really tried many garlicky strains. Garlissimo, Garlic Cane are the only other 2 I've tried, and they were okay. Garlic Cane, Slurricane is not my favorite. But this is amazing. It's very fruity, just like Runts. Runts is one of my favorites. It has that nice like gassy, diesely like flavor to it. Very dense buds. I only did maybe a third of a gram, and that lasted me 2 full bowls that are like ripping very slow. So I'm plenty high. My cat is curled up in my lap and it feels amazing. Yeah, 9 out of 10 will recommend. Definitely more of the chill high. I feel very like buzzy throughout my body, but it's like more of just like the euphoria, the like zen feeling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, very, very fair. That was great. Okay, I know I asked you this earlier. Now, as your highest progress, what's the very next thing you think you're gonna do?
I'm still gonna take like a shower, a really steamy shower. And then I'm gonna come out and curl up in a huge blanket with my cat, and we're gonna watch a movie.
Nice. Oh, what movie you gonna watch?
So
Go.
magical.
I don't know. I was thinking,
Okay, movie recommendations. Everybody, go.
yes.
Fave.
State of play.
Shut up, Malcolm.
Thor Love and Thunder.
Oh,
Thor
that
Love
was
and
fun.
Thunder.
Thor
Okay.
Love and Thunder was really
Oh, Sea
cute.
Beast
I
on
really
Netflix,
loved
pretty
it.
cute.
What on Netflix?
State.
CDs?
Watch State of Play.
State of Play.
Yes, it's featuring Russell Crowe and Ben Affleck. It's bomb. It's
Okay.
drama, but it's bomb.
Drama.
Yes, and it's bomb.
Yeah,
Chuck was
Thor:
weak.
Love and Thunder has giant screaming goats.
If you
Yes, Screaming Goat.
Caleb, you're gonna love it. Chuck was weak. Chuck texted me within the first 10 minutes. I said, I'm dead. I'm glad you put it on. I told you it was reckless. It was good.
I'm gonna check that out. I also am feeling like a very like classic. I did add because they've recently added it back to Netflix.
Uh-oh.
Friday.
I saw it. I saw it up there.
So
I have to watch it
I might watch like the State of Play and then probably Friday.
Right. Watch the State of Play and then fall asleep to Friday.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, very fair. Okay. Thank you, Caleb. And Miss Leah, scale of 1 through 10, would you buy that again?
I actually definitely would buy it again. It's like what I want for like a day off daytime stream for sure. So I would give it like an 8.5. It was like really easy to smoke. I would either smoke it out of my bong probably like you did, or see if they have like flower of it, just because that's how I prefer to smoke. But the joint smoked really like evenly, which is like always on the company, because I 100% of the time am bad at lighting joints. So if it goes evenly, that's usually a good sign that it's like rolled pretty well.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Very, very fair. Now we have a bunch of pre-roll options, and you said you would buy this again.
I would, yeah. I would buy this
Nice.
again as a pre-roll, but I would also buy like the flower of it.
Wow. Okay, very, very fair. Okay, thank you, Miss Leah. Big shout out to Budco. I did not say if I would buy this again. I would not buy this again just because I'm not the biggest. I'd rather get another indica dominant pre-roll. Or if I want a daytime high, I would do the Citradelic Sunset. That would beat this out in the realm of like a more daytime option. But this is a daytime option. You're 100% correct. It's very lazy. This is like Acapulco Gold to me. This is a very similar high. That's what I was trying to put my finger on earlier. And it's funny, Pioneer labels their Acapulco Gold earthy and toffee. And I think that's the like sweet woodiness that me and Leah are kind of like alluding
really, to. Really on it. Damn.
I finally put my finger on it. Okay, very, very fair. Love that. Yeah, big shout out to Pioneer, big shout out to Budco and their Durban Poison. Okay, very fair. It seems as though it is time for us to wrap up this podcast. To my coworkers and colleagues, thank you so much for coming out and partying as always. And to everybody out there, remember to stay high and humble. We'll see y'all next time. Peace.
Night.
Bye, y'all.